Hi there, this is what this video is about, making this little fella. So if you're interested to see how that goes, then this is the video for you. Hi there, this is my progress with the Verlinden horse so far. I was going to paint it brown, but I've decided to paint it as a grey horse. I think it needs at least one more glaze with a light grey to unify some of the colouring. It's been gloss varnished, shaded, matte varnished. It still needs must a bit on his head there. A bit more matte varnish perhaps. But I think it looks pretty good. I've just started on the rider. I think perhaps that's about the best view of it. I'll just see if we get a different angle. See how it looks from there. Okay. So next should be maybe the horse finished properly, plus some work on the rider. See you then. Bye. Hey again, this is just a little update to see what I've got. Here's the horse. I've done a little more to it. I've still got to drop some gloss varnish into his eyes and just a bit of matte varnish on a few bits I've missed. So that's the horse for this fella. Here's how far I've got today with the painting of the body of this guy. Mostly done, as you can see. I'm going to do that weird chest breastplate and his belt and so forth. But because he's wearing that anorak zeltband thing, there's not really any detail on his body, like pockets and badges and that kind of thing. I've got to do his collar insignia and perhaps his arm as well. So that's him, and here are his two alternative heads. Now this guy, now that I look at him, he's a bit horse-faced, isn't he? The guy on the right with the helmet. The other guy's got his mouth. That's the one that came with the kit. That one. The one with no helmet. Well, I quite like that. As I said to somebody yesterday, he looks a bit horse-faced, and they said, so do some people. So, anyway. But I quite like the look of him. Other than that, I like the helmet and the colours and everything. And I have to finish that one off anyway. And then he can go in the spares box for some other project. Okay, that's all of that. Now, I also wanted to show you. Alright, I'm just gonna. I bought this yesterday, it arrived yesterday. This thing here. Okay, which is one of these vortex paint mixers. I'm not sure that it mixed that paint up too well. You can see the difference in colour between the bottom and the top is still substantial. Give it another go. Oh, well. Anyway, it costs £100, so it better be useful. So I just thought I'd show you that as well. Anyway, that's the end of the video for now. Next video will probably be either the very end or very near the end of finishing everything up. Okay, I'll see you then. Bye. Okay, this guy's pretty much finished. Just have to replace his map, or passes for a map, with an actual map. Do a bit of base work. I've got him here on the base I bought from Hysterex Agents. Looks pretty good actually. You can see everything on there. I've added a little, I can zoom in that far, a watch on him from Aber. Unfortunately it doesn't quite fit, but as I had to put it on with super glue, and it's stuck there. Still don't know what it is, this uniform that he's wearing. Just gonna have a look from down here. Well, you can see what that looks like. It was a very enjoyable project. I enjoyed painting him up. Hated putting them together, as usual. And this is the replacement head as well, by the way. This is the head from Hornet, which does make him look a bit goofy, but que sera. What can you do? That's the way he looks, a bit horsey. Okay, I hope you liked that, and yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, this is just about the end of the video. The little mounted figure's pretty much finished, apart from putting a proper map in his hands and doing the base in. I've purchased a lead base to put him on. He's on this temporary base at the moment. So what I'm going to do is cut around it with the clippers, and then perhaps use some of the pieces from that I cut off to stick back on around that. And I'll put some diorama material on, and I'm going to mount him on the proper base over there. So I'm going to get on with that now. See you later. Bye. What I've got here is a miniature map of Stalingrad. Let's cut the edge of it. And that's that. Take away that piece of paper, which was a placeholder. Then, I mean, obviously I could just put the whole thing in there like that, but it also looks a bit silly. So if I fold it in a few places, and then I'll fold it again. Hopefully you can see that okay. fits in pretty well there. You glue that down. So that could be his map. We'll put that on when I'm finished. This is the diorama material I intend to use on here once I've prepared the base. So I'm nearly ready for that. Okay, here we go. We've got the clippers. I'll start to cut bits off this base. That looks about right. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to glue that on, glue a few more pieces on, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, well I've glued the temporary base onto the permanent base. I'm going to get some of this stuff out. I haven't used it before. It's new. I'll just adjust the camera a bit. Alright, I'm going to use one of these sculpting tools. Get this stuff out of here. Okay, and I think that's done for now. Hopefully you can see that okay. So I'll stop it there. Okay, back again. Here's the basic material all been left overnight. Seems to be pretty much dry. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use, first of all, use some Agrax earth shade on it. And I'll do that in just a second. Okay, here's the Agrax earth shade, which I've given a mix on my vortex mixer that I bought the other day. Give it a shake as well. So I've got out one of my older paintbrushes. Something on it there. That's that done. I'll clean my brush. This is a Winsor & Newton Series 7 brush, size 1. It's not a disaster, but let's see if I can get it to focus. The point has gone on it a little bit, so I don't use it for any kind of fine work. But for painting a base or anything, it's pretty good. Okay, get the figure back in focus. Okay, I'm going to stop it there and let that dry. See you later. Okay, this is the final part of the video. I've finished up the basin as much as I'm going to do it. I've decided to leave it very plain. I had originally intended to put a little tree over there just to balance up the composition, but there's not really enough room on this base, so I'm going to have to leave that off. Anyway, that's the end of the project. You can see if I just tilt the camera down a bit. I'll put a little name plate on the base of the figure. It's just printed off on a DeskJet printer and then stuck on with white glue, undiluted. I'll show you Here he is, checking his map and then looking ahead to see is that what I'm actually looking at? Me with my strange uniform that nobody can identify, or at least that nobody has identified. There he is. That's the end of that project. I enjoyed making that. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and if you do, please like and subscribe. Okay, thanks. I'm going to leave it there. Bye-bye.